Alright, welcome back. Hoping you guys are having a fabulous day. I know you need gems. Okay, you're down miserable. A lot of people have been requesting me to make this video. A lot of people also don't care. I can't believe it. There are a lot of people that don't like Merlin. I learned this today. So, again, I think the same thing happened last time. Fun fact, I wasn't actually making content when the last Merlin released. I started when, I think, like, Escanor or Emilia dropped. So that's when I started. So, I wasn't there, but I realized the community didn't like him, or like her, right? So that's what happened. Today, though, gem guide. Get ready for it. Let's jump into this. Let's have some fun. This is the full festival gem guide. All of it, yeah. So hopping over here, this is where majority of your gems will be coming from. Basically, all of them, okay? This update kind of stacks you down, and I will also be taking into consideration the fact that we just had Chandler, right? And with it, I don't think you summoned on Chandler. You shouldn't have. I've literally warned you, and so many people warned you not to do it. So if you did it, hey, GG's. But there are a lot of gems in the Chandler update too that you should have picked up. The login, the the final boss, all of that does exist, and I will count that in this gem guide because you shouldn't have spent on anything. Literally nothing released other than Chandler, and that wasn't worth the gems, right? So basically, Merlin releases. Okay, with this entire release, this drops, but I think I'm certain now at this point, you don't get gems for it because it's a 0.5 chapter, and the last one guaranteed it to you, right? This one will end at 99, and you'll just be miserable about it. So, there's that. Next up, we have majority of the gems coming from, I think they put it all at the bottom of the patch notes, and like my mouse is taking forever. Yeah, here we go. So, 150 gems from a login, okay? The first week will basically give you 60 gems. The next week will give you 30, then 15, and then over here you'll get another 45. That's how they did it. They split it up a little bit. In the gem guide, I put the math a little bit differently, but it's just overall the same principle. By the end of the banner, you will be getting that. Unless you miss a day, then you're screwed. So don't miss a day, okay? Moving forward, you also have a free multi here, which is, again, I'm going to value that at 30 gems. If you're not summoning for Merlin, you're still going to use this gem guide, though. You have to deduct 30 at the end total, because that obviously doesn't count anymore, right? Moving forward, we have Lucky Bag, pretty simple stuff there. Over here, we have, again, the event rewards, nothing too special. Again, Lucky Bag can grant you 25, but doesn't always do that. Remember that. 5 gems here in the 15 reward thing. 1 gem a day. There'll be 14 gems altogether. That will also be there. 25 gems here. That will also be there. So again, there's a lot of gems in all of this. Mainly, that's where they're coming from. Other than that, that's it. So, yeah. So now hopping into the gem guide, this is what it looks like. Okay, I tried updating this to the best of my ability. Now, there's a lot of gems, and this is going to be hard to kind of keep a track of. But I think you can do this with me, all right? So we'll do this together, okay? 30 gems. Let me start from the top here. Ready? Again, dailies and all of that stuff, it's basic. You should be doing it. 102 gems a week, okay? That's what you can aim for. You have to be getting to this area in PvP. 50 gems. It's a dream up there, okay? Get there as soon as possible, and you're going to be swimming in gems, okay? First thing, that's there. Again, PvE content. Now, I am counting, as mentioned, Final Boss and Tower of Trials. You should have not spent that. If you did, you have to deduct that value from the final total because you've already spent it. It's not going towards Merlin. Not happening. Now, special weekly login. 30 gems. There was a login that we just had for Chandler. However many gems that was, you're adding that into the total. If you spent it, you deduct it, right? Now, 60 gems, 60 gems, 30 gems. That's 150. That adds up to the entire total of the login. Now, I spanned it over 3 weeks. If you have to span it over to the 4th week, you cannot miss that final day or just miss a day in general because you will not get it in time for Merlin. You'll get it in time for whatever's after her, right? Again, the login doesn't disappear. It still exists until the next month, but you can't miss it because you won't get it in time. Same with ReZero. You can't miss, a day, because if you did, you would have lost out on RAM. So, same thing here. Again, 10 gems I just added in because of various things. Retweet event for this one. You'll get 10 gems in your mail. 25 gems will be given to you if you do the chapter clear stuff. Yeah? Then, special missions. 14 of them were going to be all from the dungeon. You have to do that each day. 14 gems, not bad. Special boss battle, 5 gems. That's, again, Hawk. I think I added that already in. 15 gems for special missions over here. This is for the Halloween update and a part 2 event that they said that's going to occur. So you have gems in there to look forward to. I said about 15. Could be more, could be less. No, can't be less. Never mind. Could be more. Only that, okay? 30 gems, again, as mentioned, is from the login. Keep that in mind. That will span you 30 gems, 135 gems, 79 gems, 45 gems over 4 weeks. Got it? Good. And again, as mentioned earlier, there can be more gems later on. I'm not counting them. There definitely can be if they choose to do it. Given this Fez was pretty stacked, I don't know if Halloween will have that much, but it could have, like, again, another 10, 15 more gems. Just you can save 10 to 15 more gems. So again, when it comes to the final total, I added a 0 over here because it has to be 770. This week isn't counted because it ends already, like by this date, it's already ended, so you can't get the gems for the week after that, but you can get the gems for the other weeks, right? So again, counting up what we have from this current update, you get 205 altogether. Counting up from what you have here, 237. Counting up from what you have here, 181, 147. That will mop you up 770 gems, okay? So sit there now, tell me how many gems you have, okay? Let's say you're at like 100, 200. That's gonna, again, get you all the way to around 900 to where you can make it. If you look at your account right now, okay, and the account says that you're at like 200 or 300 gems, you are golden for the entire Fez. You'll make it, everything will be fine. If you're anything below 200, you should be worried a little bit, okay? Because again, it's 770. Let's say you've already spent some gems. Let's say you miss some gems. Let's say something happens. If you miss anything, it will suck. So try to be, if you, let's say you're around 200 gems, you'll make it. 250, you're definitely a little bit in a better range than 200. 300, you're in a really solid range. You'll be fine. Majority of your gems are going to literally come from the login, right? 150. The final boss payout's 40. The login that we just got, it's another 30. So you're already like, what, 300 gems into it. Now you're at 600. Get that multi, that's an extra 30 gems. Now you just need 270 to go and acquire. And I think that you'll pretty much be able to do that. If you, again, if we get gear gotcha by the second half of this entire thing, I know I keep mentioning it, but it's never releasing. Like, oh my god. But if that does happen, you can then expect to get more gems from it, and that'll put you in a little bit of a better area. That is currently what it's looking like. If I were to use the calculator over here, again, with 300 gems, it will leave you at 1070 if that's what you're at right now. 500 will leave you at 1270. 750 will leave you at 1520. And 1100 will get you there at the end of the Fez by that point, 1870. So, again, the totals speak for themselves. You will be able to make it for the festival and get enough if you start doing everything now. If you perfectly grab every gem in the entire update, everything will be okay, but you have to make sure you do everything properly. Again, if you want to get more gems on the way there, try your best to always use this, okay? This is like one of the best ways. You get extra gems if you level up your gear, right? I'm not even counting that anymore because people were saying, hey, sometimes it doesn't work where you don't actually get anything here. If you were to add, right? If you were to add, you can do like 3 pieces of gear a week. And then if you get lucky with wheel spins, let's say 5 gems a week, all right? They'll mop you up another quick 25 gems, pushing your total up to 790. If you have more gold, more stuff like that, more mats, you can definitely get more from it. You get a little bit more lucky on the wheel spins, you get more gems from that. You up this to like 30, 40. That's an extra multi that helps you, saves you for the entire banner. So keep that in mind. That's all things that you should keep in mind. Again, character affinity, if you do that also on the side. Some extra gems to mop up there. But that's basically the gem guide. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. You will make it. Everything will be fine. Just make sure you start grinding and you take care of every event and do not miss a single thing because it will suck. Okay? Thank you for watching. Peace out and enjoy. That's been it from me.